Today is the 6th day of July, 2024. It's Saturday. Everything goes. But Bakutin day for put na table. Also, we want for start. The things them way happen during the week. Where do we start? But anyway, today we go come run through quick one the 80 recommendations we the tripartite committee give, and also I see some misunderstanding and misinformation they go around about tweeting Ambassador Brian Hunt say. So maybe yourself don't get a misunderstanding there. We go try for break and down now. Maybe you not be a because I see a lot of people they go after the ambassador. Say the ambassador they try for meddle in we internal politics. Because why even Melvin Tijan Mansa SF missed the point, but because in all listen from the ambassador in safe, he listen from a third party. So when you listen from a third party, that angle where that party they come out from, even where we all deny right now. Wait till I talk so if they say like go tell person. Well, but you understanding though. Now you go explain to the person. No, so. So because that kind of the angle where the person come out with reports. And the angle they na email we back take a run with. But we can't listen from the ambassador himself. Because this now between the tripartite recommendations and the MCC money. I don't know which. Yes. The MCC money and waiting the recommendations, the implementation of the recommendation. A fine way Ukaya, and myself I can try my level best, but I know he just can't summarize. Are they player? They'll try for broken down. Let we all understand. So we can do now. So at least where Ukaya, if you go past and now the other way, well, now you're understanding. Not so? Now you're understanding. Now I make you go past and the other way. So I think say let me go easy on the ambassador. They did it to David Reimer. Yeah? But Musa, how you been there? In fact, they can't pay safe us. Because how you been there? Where you even they say you say MCC that approved the money. Yes. Good. Okay. Let me start first with the tripartite, yeah? 3 days ago, this now waiting the chief minister tell me and you. He said cabinet don't authorize in Dr. David Moinina Senge when are the chief minister for establish a coordination structure for work with one parliament. This yeah. Cabinets don't approve. that the chief minister forgets structure where they talk to themselves, where they coordinate, where they link themselves with whose institution them? One, the parliament. Two, the judiciary. And other state institutions them for roll out the recommendation of the tripartite report on electoral system and management bodies review. Eh? Yeah. Chief Minister na henge for do that coordination day. The coordination between parliament, the judiciary, and they no put on themselves electoral, themselves ECSL Leone. I make it just say state institution for roll out the recommendations. Whose recommendations they would talk about? Let me go through the recommendations then quick. You get Electoral Commission recommendations. Electoral Commission recommendations. This is not just a summary. We're not going to go deep. No. Not just a summary. 1. The Electoral Commission should create a consultation policy within 3 months. Electoral Commission for create a consultation policy within 3 months. 3 months? I'm going to look and say, there's everything. I don't shoot out for win election, the left. They can't say for count consultation policy. Okay. 2. For make policy for regulation making within 6 months. That's it. Then forget a policy for regulation. The regulation the way they make. Then for count that policy they within 6 months. 3. The Electoral Commission for aim for disclose all documents except the one way now for privacy or sensitive information. Voter register in and paste na wall safe. So, who the documents? Disaggregated data. 4. The Electoral Commission, these are the recommendations then for the Electoral Commission. Then for provide audited accounts to all the political parties there. So the Electoral Commission now. The Electoral Commission then for provide the audited accounts. Are those accounts not public? Then for provide them to the political party then. Until the political party then for provide them to PPRC. It's the game. 5. The secretariat staff them now them for handle the operations. The commissioner then not for interfere. 6. For review the ECSL them functions according to best practices and discuss findings with stakeholders. Okay, this is not get timeline. This na tripartite. Order for review. Review ECSL functions according to best practice He says then they do best practice. Not to say they tell we. They say that best practice that they do, they say for review according to best practice. And for discuss the findings, who therefore do the review? Oh, go 7. Publish an electoral calendar 1 year after presidential results update in every 6 months. 8. For set regulations for electoral plans, include the timeline for adoption and publication. 9. Therefore, publish a review calendar for procedural guidance with consultation periods. Some of them are there for just a bunch. Anyway. 10. Ensure staff recruitment reflects the country's diversity. You know what I mean, eh? Okay. You don't know? Staff recruitment reflects the diversity na the country. They not for pack one tribe day. They don't want to put a lot to tell you what they mean. Logo still under Electoral Commission recommendations. 11. Therefore, develop and finalize a voter information strategy in the first year of each electoral cycle. Number 12. Therefore, include voter information campaign in the electoral calendar and the plan. 13. Therefore, work with the Education Ministry for provide electoral education na schools and universities. Schools? Secondary school. From 18 you can able for voting. So schools. Not so primary school, eh? When I say schools and university. Anyway. 14. Therefore, collaborate with NCRA for update the voter register transparently. Not to under Yuki. The government for puts money subsidize national ID card so that every year we not go to print. Okay, every year we they vote, we not go to print voter ID card. So because of that, the government should subsidize national ID cards to avoid printing voter ID cards for every election. 16. Review registration centers with stakeholders, and inside that review they therefore consider the population and the distance. 17. The candidates, their nomination fees, therefore be limited to the number of seats available. How? Candidates' nomination fees should be limited to the number of seats available. 18. Therefore, continue for provide nomination software with party involvement in the design and the training. The party then for DD. 19. Therefore, process the accreditation at least 2 weeks before election and provide procedures in various formats. Okay. Let's go. So, 19 recommendations now go towards ECSL. The rest, that are 61, one are 80. Now for other electoral bodies, other body that we mix by election business. Let us begin. 20. Create a parliamentary committee for electoral matters and debate the ECSL reports. Which report? Oh, that one no na talk by number Amos. Okay. PPRC for develop consultation and recruitment policies reflecting national diversity and submit annual audited account to political party. PPRC in the action party there for the account audited the office this the party that now says PPRC yes PPRC say for count the audited accounts today then for can show the how they spend how they give the money and how they spend the money. Voila. ECSL back they say they want ECSL back their own. Okay. 22. NCRA for provide a comprehensive civil register and decentralized operations. They don't try to put that decentralized. And then all the district headquarter town, even inside Freetown, not to one side and they, they don't try. NCRA. Number 23. IESPC for outline roles and responsibilities of security agencies by election and provide a security code of conduct. Then for also 24, enhance the transparency by submitting a post-election security report with lesson learned. Which are the mistake? Waiting they understand the security sector, the electoral, the security sector, and they own this. 23 and 24. But 25 go back to them. Then for conduct a comprehensive election threat assessment and update the public on security issues. Then they do that one for updates on that side. 25. Security sector for meet and update ECSL. They're not down. 27. Government for inform the public when then they invoke MACP. That's the military aid to civilian policing sort of. MACP where they can cow the soldier inside. I wish we do like Kenya. We do not to government and at the Supreme Court. And they say, okay, yes, soldier they on a inside. And they go seek their advice, then Supreme Court give the go ahead. And so Kenya they do their own. 28. Then forget a civilian body for monitor election violence. Civilian? Okay. 29. Human Rights Commission for monitor election violence and promote the right so people can get. 40. Then for train police on election specific crowd management. A first for good. And so I need election crowd management. So now look, they mess up. 31. Provide resources for maybe the police then go do their operation. 32. Are they not providing resources though? Or some of these things are just want put on no more. Police. Anyway. 32. Therefore, educate the public about waiting. IPCB. Okay. They're not can do. 33. Enforce the political party's code of conduct against violence. Enforce? What they enforce and just not so I go say, okay. Oh, no. Enforce the political party's code of conduct against violence. Therefore, recommend legal reforms. 34. Therefore, amend the constitution so that we get a fixed date for election. 35. Therefore, amend the laws then for require governance experience for electoral commissioners. If you don't work in a government, before you be commissioner. I know they talk. 36. Create a search committee to select electoral commissioners and the PPRC chairman. Huh? Search committee. So outside they go search. Eh? But a selection. No. So the search committee. Now then they say them for select the PPRC chairman and the electoral commissioners. Not to the president. Or the president and they head the search committee. Well, now the whole thing go down. 37. For ensure regional electoral commissioners are not appointed to their home regions. If you come under the north, they're not for appoint northerner. You come under the south, they're not for appoint southerner. Why? 38. For use the decennial census data for election and then for publish them 2 years before the election. 39. Align the definition of cyber crimes with international law. Cyber crime. Hey, whoa. Cyber crime can say all. Now the tripartite. Okay. They say for align the definition of cyber crime with international laws. How cyber crime can say tripartite? Okay. 40. For protect election observers and human rights defenders and require observer reports. And then Marcela Samba. 40. They say protect election observers. Then they protect them and human rights defenders and require observer the reports. Okay. Then a 40, Yes. I'll go 41. 41. Develop a code of conduct for election observers and respond to the reports. This I they see this a new normal they see. So tell me one going to see there. Then for all monthly meeting with political parties and publish relevant documents. So it's who are they for all monthly meeting? Because it's not a hold monthly meeting with political who are for all monthly meeting with Tuna. Except now other one. 43. Publish all ECSL decisions, regulations, and policies widely. 44. Regulate the movement of electoral materials in the electoral calendar. So they not be doing. 45. Allow prisoners to vote. What is that? Allow prisoners to vote and run for office if not disqualified by law. 45. What are the prison we want vote? Away for run for office. What did the Constitution say? Eh? Okay. Allow prisoners to vote and even run for office if the law not disqualify them. So if the law say prisoners not for vote, they already disqualified though. Law go 46. Public officers must resign 6 months before they run for office. If you know say you plan for go put hand back on politics, 6 months if you resign. 47. Therefore, allow dual citizens for run for MP. Yeah. Some of we. They say that they allow we now for run for MP as long as meeting residency and tax requirements. So make sure say you salon passport clean, and if you need for pay tax and salon, make sure say not gross. So to sim. When Musa say prisoners for vote to side, you know 45. Well, from 45 now come 46 about that resignation, 6 months now come 47 for we. 48. Allow independent candidates for run for president under certain laws. So that for make the laws. At least then get work, parliament will get work now. No. That's on the general. Yeah, because then go for draft and first. Parliament I care they can go get it. Also then the draft. Independent candidates. When they say under certain law, if they lick up you know they able to go safely. That's how they do PR system. Say left there, let it jump. Then say waiting. You say independent candidate for run for president. Okay, no problem. They're gonna lick you 30% threshold. Now PI system. Now it's same independent. Okay. I left on that safe. They say independent candidate for president. Then they put and they say under certain law. If they may know they not put under certain law. Hey, this sweet. Under certain law. Well, landlordy. Then they go for leak threshold per way. Independent candidate. You know they smell and safe us. For the day we go and go just on independent candidate as I they go. You hear that? We talk back this boy. We not see the president you and go for Akbole. Push make a pass. Même ça say if they know an independent candidate, me them pull PI system. Brother, now I mean they say under certain laws. That certain laws so they go for put for independent candidate. Now you go for look paying for she say anything, forget you. You know they go before that certain law. Number 49. Suspend state-involved court cases against presidential candidates 1 year before election. Why? No, why first? Why? Donald Trump, na any pay also. Who stand for election? Why first ba? Suspend state-involved court cases against presidential candidates 1 year before election. Why? tire. I tire. I tire. 1.5 million. I didn't pay the wire so for go sit up for right then here. Hey, yeah. Hey, boo. Salon. Like that party back. Eh? Suspend state-involved court cases against presidential candidates 1 year before the election. If this be done there, Osamuno for be the good team up inside that box. Okay. 50. Reserve at least 2% of elective offices for persons with disabilities. No wonder we then disable the election all get brr brr. Yes. And 50. The election, it get go. They say government interfere there. Now so then see you. Not to me say. 51. Ensure 10% of positions go to youths reflected in party nomination list. 10% positions? Which kind of a position? Party nomination list. And I don't begin. Okay. 52. Woman them, youth them, and persons with disability candidates, then for pay half the nomination fee. Why? No, why? Something in the I don't know how I think. If you think to say you are up for the job, pay the nomination fee. I like you now, youth man. You believe yourself now, make you say the goodie. Pay the fee. Oh, you know, woman, but pay the fee. Eh? Well, you don't see. Woman, youth, persons with disability candidate, and for pay half the nomination fee. Me, I want to know why. If you don't begin pay half, that way go. If you win now, waiting. Okay. All right. 53. Require a 50% plus 1 vote and 25% district vote for presidential elections. Otherwise, run off for day. So they want change, huh? Require a 50% plus 1 vote, and the district votes them, you forget 25% for make them pronounce you president. If you fail, forget that one day. Run off. Well, I think say the Constitution says otherwise. Okay. Let's see how this recommendation get for turnout. 54. Then for use the National Identity Number NIN for voter registration and identification. 55. Then for publish voter registration center locations them 2 months before registration starts. the location then for don't show people in 2 months before they start for register people them. For sure que una ou they register na ya. And for don't show the people in 2 months before the time. All over say next month now they begin register una na ya una they know 2 months. 56. Then for allow ECSL for remove voter register duplication with transparency. Who side the name them? They meet up duplication day. ECSL for Duam, but then for Duam, bang bao day one. 57. Publish the final voter register 6 months before election. And if for available for verification by the public. 58. Independently audit the provisional voter list 9 months before election. 59. If then disqualify presidential candidates, then they give the party 7 days for count replacements. Yeah? Okay. You hear that side? Eh? If then disqualify presidential candidates, then forgive the party 7 days for count replacements. Check comment ça say the people with disability they not get money. Now I make them for pay half. Check not true. But election not cheap. If they go in for an office, pay the full money so you go get respect. You get people behind you. If you get the support, una all put, una pay the complete money. Me, person with disability, woman, youth man them, all man for pay equal plus the man them. Now the thing this go make the man the thief. Because if you don't say woman, youth, people who are disabled, they all for pay half. Don't demand them, then pay full. Well, watch. Let's see. Then a man they no more go to pay full. All the rest now half money then go to pay. Okay. The man then go collect. All the man pay full. And so me think. And so me see. Number 60. Therefore, amend the law for decide which other candidates appear on the ballot box, on the ballot paper. That's why they don't disqualify. Then get 7 days for count other one. Then they for put the law say, okay, the last one then count, 9 for day na the ballot paper. Okay. Now then at 60. We'll go 61. Then for ensure say the polling stations them accessible, especially for persons with disabilities. 62. Then for make the procurement and printing of electoral materials bangba they want transparent. 63. Then for ensure counting officers statements are witness for accountability. The counting officers them then statements where then they give. Then for ensure say witness then they for accountability purpose. Must this say as much as he understand the discount for certain group of people, that don't mean to say all disabled and woman them no gets money. Okay. Yeah. No discount, me. No discount. Yeah. Now office you and go run for. You believe yourself not to so, and make you say they go for her. You get the support of the people, let them come with the money. Hey. 64. Set a 3-month general election campaign period. How much months then can campaign for? When I say 3 months. Now 1 month, 2 months. No, not 3 months. No, me no chef. 65. Prevent the misuse of state resources in campaign with increased penalties. Who da go give the penalty? State resources where they take government provided motocar for go campaign. Yes, not to well. Oh, left and so. With increased penalty. Who they penalize who that? Who they penalize who that? I mean one no. It's a increased penalties. Who penalize who? So like President Bill be the one to where be they go with the official motorcar for the campaign. You know for user. If I take your own private motorcar, you get official motorcar safe. All the motorcar is 9. Triple. Continue. 66. Regulate campaign financing for parties and independent candidates. Check my say you need discount. I hear you, sir. 67. The Chief Justice for draft rules for handling election petitions. For the Bundu say some of the recommendations the way they are not practical. 68. Amend the constitution for petition periods before confirming presidential results. 69. So then they get for the first so because president Chief Justice for look at petition rules in the case of election disputes. 17. Deregister parties that fail to win office in 2 consecutive elections. Are they for that one day? No, wait, office as in waiting. Councillor. Now they talk mayors. District chairpersons and president. There's sponsor party there. It's not like you just carve a card or water. If a political party come 2 election, cancel yourself una no win. They say they for pull una license on hand. But wait, 2? 2? Huh. Then a space of waiting 10 years. If you can 10 years. No, right after elections, so then they pass and like 15 years. No, 10 years, yeah. If you no win, they're not for calling political party na salon. Okay. 71. Amend laws for limit the right to object to party changes to registered members. 72. Regulate individual non-compliance in addition to party conduct. 73. Extend electoral crimes to include sexual and gender-based violence and other gender-based violence crimes them. 74. Make it clear in the law for security forces to be non-partisan. So the law no make it clear. It's dark. Okay. 75. Make law to cover the Independent Police Complaint Board. They not get. 76. Review the IMC Code of Conduct and how the IMC chair is appointed. 77. SLBC to be fair to all political parties. 78. National conversation to decide on first past the post or proportional representative system. The PI system, they forget national conversation. Then out of the national conversation, what's next? Oh, for talk and no more. People then be talk about themselves. Even this one, they in talker, they make debates. What's he end up happening? Because we're not putting that in, we just say national conversation to decide. So the conversation to decide. But Kutin, they don't decide pandemic. Just can't tell say, we ask people, now so they tell we. Why we not say for let people vote? Why? For the Bundu say, this is not democratic. For say a political party fail for win single seat for 2 election cycles, then for Banam. Well, SLPP APC. Now they get alone. Yeah? Okay. 79. To arrange for diaspora voting. Hey! Is this how they got to go away? Hey! Una push mo. Benyama. Una no get no wait. No wait, they no get. Then just say to arrange for diaspora voting. Who's wait to get? Who's arrangement? From all they ask APC team. The Minister of Information back then during APC time, a host and we ask about that. And tell say waiting. Oh, involve beaucoup money. Then now I just put say for arrange. Who's kind arrangement? Who's kind about arrangement? Then just put an animal for una de diaspora there. We can give them political party the money. And now una them put up for. Why they not be specific? Why go meet government? Government go tell say no get money. So what thing go happen? Nothing. We not go vote. For arrange. Who's guarantee we arrange? That guy. I say, No to ya. When I get in them, arrange. Kalo arrange ba. So you need to know the thing, eh? We need diaspora there for votes. Look at that arrangement thing. Official na don't get poyo. 80, the last recommendation. Final agreement to be implemented by the government of Sierra Leone. You will show you who side the tripartite. They're not serious. They're not serious today, they're not serious tomorrow. You will show you who side. You see anything about the winner for take oath before midnight? You see Andy? You see Andy? They no good is safe. For say, after election, where they pronounce the winner, we for take 2 months, 3 months before the swearing in. They not put nothing there. Or then go say na Chief Justice. That's how they say if then the appeal or whatever. Na Chief Justice. Hey, they let cancel ya. Now me and you they go and act with aid. Because if I feel to say then they na the number 1 William for be put out of office. You feel to say then for put and there, where CPP win before midnight they enjoy. Where APC win before midnight they enjoy. Now who they na? No, before midnight. Then they wait 2 months after. APC and SLPP. Then comfortable with the midnight taking the oath of office. Yeah? Then we say, oh, let me say, a good though. That's all I have to say. Yes. Because also the Chief Justice, they said Chief Justice for draft rules for handling election petition. You not get that thing? For do it that time in the Chief Justice to look at petition rules in the case of election disputes. Okay. This recommendation. Akpole. All right. Well, are the 80 recommendations, Dandy? So with all this one, where then they go and give the ambassador, Brian Hunt, they go and give him by the name, fumble them. Let we all get the opportunity. You will not be listening to the ambassador. Let we get understanding by what's in the ambassador really say for make people and they come at and say it in meddle power politics. Waiting is say. But before that, let me help you. MCC board can sit down quarterly. This time around, when they sit down, they say let them approve Salone wants him. If not, after another 3 months, 4 months before they sit down back, and then they go down take we go bien. And so they approve one thing. Anyway, let's listen, yeah. Phoebe and they ask him first.
Ambassador, Sierra Leoneans in excitement, the MCC, we finally were looking forward to, we got that. Are you familiar with the timelines and how much longer it's going to take for Sierra Leone to receive the money, especially when the agreement is that Sierra Leone would be investing in the energy sector?
Yeah. Okay, Olandi. Phoebe and say, Ambassador, the kind we would jumping glady right now for the MCC money, not funny. But yeah, who stand this money go come? Who stem timeline? Who stand the money go come? What's in the ambassador see?
So let me say a couple of things. First, the way the
he say, let's tell now first something them. The way waiting.
A couple of things. First, the way the MCC process works.
It try for explain to we how the MCC process they work. How they work. Yes, we don't jump say we don't get 480 million. No, there is a process. How they work, listen am.
Is that the money will ultimately be made available for projects here in Sierra Leone.
That money they go make it available for projects them na Salone.
We don't write a check and hand it over to the Sierra Leonean government.
Not to check, then they can't take, go give President Bill, say 480 million. Look at the check, now in this. He say no to him. Rather, now projects them, they project them. Now in the money they go towards. Yeah?
There'll be a joint implementation unit that's set up that...
Joint implementation units. The vice president we don't tell we already. Say na get for head that one day. But when I say joint, that means to say they mix, we self mix. Now joint. The implementation unit. The hand go dede, the eye go dede, the nose go dede. We mot. I gonna get for it the money. Oh mot go dede. With we had, we can all get for work the work. Yeah?
Makes the contracting decisions.
Wait, take that line there back.
There'll be a joint implementation unit that's set up that makes the contracting decisions.
The contract decision, that joint implementation unit, and they all they make them. Other than they give the contract. The decisions for say, okay, now this we want for do.
Awards the contracts for the work that needs to be, that's been agreed to be done under the compact.
Under the compact, contracts then they work then they would say need for be done. Then give a go find contractor when at the end of the UK get for D. Yes. Anybody will be saying now because of political connection. You not plan for do the work fine. Holy Ghost! Exactly. Fire na you aid. If you plan for it that money day and not deliver because they don't put you now standby. Say no worry. Now they not the implementation team. How much percent are they get? Come. Who they give the contract? What's in them want see? Who they give the contract? Sabuna, if you plan for go put on pada work day, and not deliver on a plan for it's the money. Na Salone people and then get for you. If this work not go before, now the same Salone people lay back. Odo yei. Watch you now.
Oversees that. The checks go to the contractors who are...
The check, they go to the contractors. Eh? The check, they go to the contractors. So now be the fixing the government and they carry the money. Eh? But they able to put person back. I say go team up there, bra. You now they give this contract, you go team up there. Where the check can just hand over. Yeah? The check they go to contractor. Then for that what tune them, we don't agree for.
Carrying out the work. So I think that's an important distinction to make.
So na important thing know. Say they know they give government check. Na contractor then they deal with. Now then they give the money.
But in terms of timelines.
Okay, for that time where Fabian asked for, the time, yes sir.
The board has approved the compact.
MCC board don't approve the compact. Stage 1. MCC board don't approve. Stage 1. What's next, sir?
The board now has to notify our Congress of the.
When the board don't approve done, it will notify Congress. Say the party them, the mommy them, 480 million for going to salon for the energy. We don't approve them. Eh? Okay.
Their intent to sign the compact.
Wait. Get that side back.
The board now has to notify our Congress of their intent to sign the compact.
They approve, but it has not yet been signed. Then they inform Congress about the intent. Say, we don't approve, we want for sign. They know they sign that money there, sign that compact there, sign the agreements there. If they not get a nod from Congress, we don't understand it. So I don't know why then they cost the ambassador. The ambassador explain. They say because the board approve. Approval without signature. Approval, yes. Congress give the nod for say, okay, una go ahead and sign. Not to say because they don't approve that for sign one time more. What do you not understand? Oh. Okay, yeah, Saudi. Na salon na ya. Where they approve that bit to say all in London. In fact, the approval they count signature. Okay, akpole. Not to say they happy na ya. Continue, sir.
And Congress has a period of time under which it needs to say yes or no.
Holande. Congress getting time. We then go say yes, una sign, or no. Even because the Congress has the power. Even if the MCC board approve, the Congress is bigger than the MCC board. Why you dey vex for? Why they tell the ambassador say they play with politics because they can't talk say waiting? Why you they talk say Congress not correct because if MCC don't approve, you sabi them procedure? Huh? I don't know if other signers so then begin MCC tough time. Oh. Eh? I don't know if that's so then begin MCC tough time. Solomon, una left for the disgrace we. I'm serious though. Una left. Una left for the disgrace we, bo. Eh? Ambassador they explain for let you listen and understand. Una they wage war against the ambassador. Even though yes, it's a Casada and Binch before me. Eh? But are the disgrace we? What don't you understand? Not them procedure. I like the MCC say we approve. Approval no mean to say there is a signature there. Congress has to give the go-ahead. Congress can either say yes or wait, sir.
And Congress has a period of time under which it needs to say yes or no and raise more questions.
So Congress can say no and ask plenty other question them. Yes? Make you say no and ask questions. Then who are who? Who are who for going and on our left? Continue.
So we're just at the start of that process. Now that process...
Then just begin that process there. Then at the Congress process. Now the process waiting.
normally goes relatively quickly.
Normally, Congress not kitidi, then Okada. But however,
in some cases, Congress has more questions, and I can't predict what Congress will ask.
Uncle say, he not go able to tell you, say if Congress get for ask questions, kind of go ask. He not sabi. He say, but he not can say. He not can say. But if they get question for ask, now he go make it say. You didn't have the right against ambassador. The right against ambassador say you can't put multiple politics. Because MCC don't approve, now in they can't talk about Congress. What you don't understand? Help me. Let help you. What they now they understand not to so? Now make the kind of follow get the proper understanding. So we go on side. We pursue one misbehave. You go correct her. Say, bra no cost that man. That man a middleman. Now explain it, explain. Did you listen to his explanation? I doubt it. I say una just dey disgrace we. But at least I there anyway. I there for save the day. They go tell us say no. That guy where they beef you for that casada and bench. Well, he explained so the lady understand. Yes, continue. No, look out and being small.
In some cases, Congress has more questions, and I can't predict what Congress will ask or want information on. They have signaled that they wanted very much to see the final report.
Bam. You don't know what the Congress will ask, so he say, but Congress don't signal. Congress don't signal, say, they want the tripartite report. Talk them back.
They have signaled that they wanted very much to see the final report. They've signaled they want to see progress on implementation.
Yeah. They want to see the final report. Progress on implementation. Congress said they want to see progress. They don't say they want to see all things, no, that 80 read so no, but they want to see us making moves. Who they want to see, who they make like a for say, who really mean them, like a for say, we they do them. Progress. Not for just say, oh, we get 80 recommendations and no. Progress. If for the happen, I like you no go small, but there should be progress on implementation of what's in the inside the report. They say they want to see the report. They want to see progress. Okay. You then on social media, they cost the ambassador. You then on social media, they say the Congress don't know what's in the NEPA. Brother, sister, in the United States, yeah, usai within a so there are systems and protocols. Maybe because you dey salon, you not used to systems and protocols. One man with him rotten belly can do anything he want for do. That's not how it works on this side of the planet. On this side, you can approve, but you not get right for sign. Yes? You just tell like who you doing a job. You get specific role. You get specific role. Now you roll there, I for go through certain documents then approve them. But the man above, now in the sign. Or I get for go through, you get for send and go to an table, you watch and then, okay, this fine. You approve this. Why you approve this? You not think say this? You not think say yeah? You not think say yeah? But we are not used to that. Not used to that. Now, no problem now. Because a society want a grip, they say because MCC don't approve. But again, now the politician they mark the trumpet, the tin. Yes. Say don't approve. Oh boss. Now the word that too. Eh? Well, if the ambassador not be explain now. Okay, now not for bigger issue with him. And because I explain for let you understand. And you no one for understand. Hey, I be the talker. I be the talker. I think I say you no one for understand, but I ain't the force you for okay. Ambassador, sir. Be aware we are. Let they go.
Final report. They've signaled they want to see progress on implementation of the final report of the Election Commission before Congress will say yes to the signature.
He shock you? Okay. If he shock you, let him shock you. Talk back. Before Congress goes 18.
Of the final report of the Election Commission before Congress will say yes to the signature.
Okay. Progress in the implementation of the reports before Congress go say yes to the signature. So this is left to way back. Now make it tell you first say Congress not continue now Okada. But who side and get questions? Now they issue they. But this 480 million who go get out? But that's getting then go give ya. Hey, it is a one jump na line before them. Wallahi, you go get training. Okay, let they go.
So we are in the process of notifying them, and we'll see how long Congress decides it wants to take to deliberate over this and ultimately give permission.
Everything is with Congress. It ain't at the Congress stage now. It left to we by the implementation. Now I make the chief minister don't tell we say they don't put her in charge for coordinate parliament, the judiciary, and other stakeholders, the institutions them. So now we left to okay. ASA, amazing how United States government go control whether or not we as a nation for receive funds. Oh boss, now their money. You self, your money in your pocket. You could just go and so. It doesn't matter. It's even shameful. Yeah, because we're not able to provide light for ourselves. Inside the same report, then tell you say 27% now get access to electricity na the entire country. Very shameful. We're not able. So brother, possibly they count in. Now in terms and condition. Hey yeah. Now in terms and condition. Yes. They say the one they pay the piper. Now they control the tune. Why you tell and say play for me Zamina Mina? Waka waka Then you want say you want play waiting. Acid me You know pay. Because now they pay, now they control what you all play. Now the thing. Inside the 21st century, 27% access to electricity. If they break them down, 4.5% at the rural areas, 4.5% more now get access to electricity. 4.5%. Well, solar mix. I just ask. Because if solar mix, then something in country, now the farm. Yeah, we get 24-hour electricity. You can have solar they use. As long as they charge for 24 hours. Now, salon I see, then get a charger with USB points them where you connect directly to the car battery or the solar battery. Directly from the battery, it charge. I like you if you say the battery don't die. Like all the battery you say, okay, well, entire, they use the fan. Yeah? The fan it's on again. It is still charge. They still charge phone. So we get 24 hours. We get when I the word that from we I don't know. We just can't. Like you say, water na life, but light. Sustainable electricity. It's sad though.
My hope is that we can close this out certainly as quickly as possible.
It is up, but we get part for play because there is a criteria we say waiting progress in the implementation. So in the hope say and go close them as soon as possible.
Because I do think Sierra Leone needs the resources, but at the same time.
Right. Edsa, ale kuna leak blackout te. Ale kuna leak blackout te. So that then Pumuya go think say we need that money. He says talker. He say he no say we need them because we need the light, we need the energy. But at the same time, what is sir?
I do think it's important that we have some balance here and we make sure that that report isn't just put on a shelf.
Bam. Balance for day. They not go just spend 1.5 million, they make report what I just read for you so. Who said they say diaspora and for arrange we for. If I get the diaspora voting arrangements. Then they go put on a shelf let they get a dust. Who for do am?
So we're going to be looking very carefully to see what happens over the next few weeks.
Papa, repeat that word the back.
So we're going to be looking very carefully to...
Very carefully. Like when they find needle na sansan. We're going to be looking we they look carefully what's in the happen, understand?
see what happens over the next few weeks.
Waiting happen over the next few weeks. We dey look. Call me Lookmo. Call me Lookman. But we dey look.
In terms of decisions on implementation.
Decisions on implementations. Okay.
Once the compact is signed.
So, I don't know why people they curse this man. All the process that I explain so now. Once they sign the contract,
there is what they call a pre-implementation period.
until there, where they don't sign the compact, you get the pre-implementation. Before the implementation, before there,
The government, as you will see when the compact is signed, has agreed to do a number of things that we will help them with.
I make the vice president. That calculation not correct, but I hope say the numbers then they not train, not train them they can go. But you know say them we don't break all thing down. Number of things then go help we with. So we already know what to want to do with the money.
That lay the groundwork for the project to be successful.
For the project to be successful, that pre-implementation and for lay the groundwork.
Things like the reform of EDSA.
EDSA. The reform of EDSA. EDSA. The saddest part, where God be they say, let there be light, EDSA not been there. NPA not been there. I don't know. We're not going to change this name. Because now NPA will be get. That's in past advantage. Then say no, look out EDSA. Eh? Hey! Oh, EDSA reform?
Which is going to be absolutely critical for anything in the energy space.
EDSA need for reform. The need for reform. If not, mind that.
There's a number of other things that have to be done in terms of environmental impact studies and other things.
Environmental impact. That boots now a type for commodity. Yes, of course. The Ambogui, na generator, a big one. They pollute the air. I think in the oil safe, man, I don't know.
Before we can get to the contracting. Normally, that process, depending on how extensive it is and how quickly the government moves.
You there? And I left focus this man, I beg. Listen back.
That process, depending on how extensive it is and how quickly the government moves.
How extensive, how big the work sound like, or how the government make and quick
can take between 6 months and a year before the ground is actually broken on the work.
6 months to a year. 6 months to a year. The pre-implementation can take 6 months to a year. So, uncle, rest until Goliath. Me na the number one chairperson will be the chair. Say yes, we need them. Listen to the process now, yeah?
That can be accelerated some, depending on how quickly things can be done and the preconditions can be met.
Preconditions can be met. Okay. Things then the way you supposed to do. Force. What you do, huh?
But that's the normal time frame. And then, of course, MCC is a 5-year implementation.
No rush. They're not a rush. Now 5-year implementation. So what you are rush for?
So from the point where we begin implementation, there's a 5-year period in which all work needs to be completed.
Okay. Ambassador, you say they not sign it. Now, whose money you letter who say then we don't begin receive MCC money? Yeah. That's me talking. You don't forget, Jules they say they don't begin receive the money. Is that part of the pre-implementation? I just want to know. If not part of the pre-implementation. Continue.
Now, as you know, when you're dealing with large construction projects, those first few years, you don't see quite as much as in the last few years.
So if you know when they deal with construction, the first few years you need to see better, but to the end of the term, like another 5 years where they talk to the end, something now go begin to say, oh, okay, 480 million, it makes sense.
Simply because of how construction works. You have to do the architectural designs, you have to do a lot of the preparation of the ground, so it does take more time before you see the big works coming online. But I would say you're probably looking at having it entirely done within about a 6-year time frame, but you should begin to see some parts of it completed much sooner than that.
You don't understand? This whole thing, you say, if you get and find like 6 years, but certain area than they, where it go done before that 6 years, but not all thing in the entirety, eh?
Some as early as year 2 or year 3 of the implementation.
Some, second year, the third year, you go don't see, say, the water the team up.
For quick clarification, so we probably may not misquote or misinterpret what you said. You said to observe that the report, the recommendations are not put on a shelf. Does this mean the actions of the MCC going forward on when we start getting access to the money depend on the actions the government would be taking in regards to the recommendations put forward by the Tripartite Committee?
Wait. Phoebe and say, Leone no go talk with you, not talk. Leone no go talk with you, not talk na ya. But dear, so that tripartite, that report, that recommendation, you say enough for put on a shelf, let they get a dust. But to suppose for do something with them. And we will do something with them, then the money go come. Waiting, Ambassador say.
Recommendations put forward by the Tripartite Committee?
That is certainly what our Congress has signaled to us.
In answer, yes, one thing, no. It's in a so Congress don't signal. Now, so Congress see.
Preliminary consultations is that they want to see progress towards implementation of the report.
Progress towards implementation of the tripartite report. Okay.
Now they've not defined what that progress looks like.
They don't say how the progress look like. Eh?
I wouldn't want to put words in the mouth of my congressional colleagues.
And no one for put word in their mouth.
They're an independent branch of government, but they
are independent branch of government. Continue.
Have signaled that they will want to see implementation of the report going forward.
The implementation for go before. Implementation for go before. Now they want for see.
All right. To the report itself now, the MCC itself that
yes.
We're looking forward to still as a country with excitement. Oftentimes what the government deals with is they would get grants and funds and money from international community, but then you would find that the sector they were supposed to implement that money, much change or impact is not tangible, and they still find themselves in sort of a disagreement or stalemate with the public, who would now say, but they had received money for XYZ reason, and some of the things we get sometimes as an excuse or justification for why the situation is the conditionalities that come with these grants, where they would say that the international donors now would want to stipulate how the money is spent, and oftentimes much of it goes back to the contractors that they select. How much of a free will would the government have in implementing the money that MCC would be giving, especially when it's clear it's for energy?
Yeah.
But how much free will would they have to the execution of that resource for the energy sector?
Olandi. Fi bien say, something in there, where government can go get money. Then they go say, we dey take am for buy cake. Cake ko, we not can see. We not dey feel the cake na mouth. We not can taste. We ask them, they say, oh, na the condition where they will give the money give. So they ask ambassador now, this money we all know say na for energy na salon. But there, una the count that thing them back, pan this money, or una the left we sabu side the lights no dey, let we put on dey. What the ambassador say?
Quite a bit. The way that it is set up, the way MCC operates is different from most other development programs.
MCC in your operation different from other one them.
They will set up here in Sierra Leone what's called the Millennium Challenge account, which will be a local entity that has a board comprising both U.S. and Sierra Leonean representatives.
There, we been get them. This MCC board way they talk so. We say be get a salon. We comprise of salon people them and American people them.
And that entity will direct the implementation.
And that one day, now they're responsible for direct implementation.
So the government will have its members on the board, MCC will have its members on the board. It's an even number.
Even number. If government get 3, MCC they get 3. Eh? If government get 5, MCC they get 5. Okay.
And they jointly will make decisions about the contracting, about the implementation.
So now they all two together, they make the decision
of the project. So the way that we look at it in terms of contractor selection for MCC is that all of that money should be spent locally.
Yeah. Now dollar don't cancel. Dollar for good on. All of that money should be spent locally. Okay.
This is not consultancies. This is not people coming in to give advice. That's not what the MCC does.
Consultancy, no did it? Advisor say people and get for come on America come for car advice. You see no to that the MCC they do. The money for be spent locally.
What the MCC does is tangible, on the ground construction of infrastructure.
On the ground, tangible construction infrastructure.
That's its comparative advantage. So what you should see is $480 million going to building your energy distribution and transportation network.
Simple. Wait till I get for see. That distribution and transmission. Una go see 480 million where they go towards her. Boss, you know say now 142 million and then put for administrative. I don't know if you know, but I then put.
Ambassador Hunt, if I am right, the actualization of the MCC money is contingent on the implementation of the recommendations in the tripartite report. But again, the tripartite is a baby of the unity agreement, and over time we've seen the implementation of the resolutions in that agreement. Are you of the firm conviction that yes, indeed, Sierra Leoneans, or perhaps the government, will heed to these recommendations and see the implementation of same?
The tripartite report come out where me could get tripartite report now because of that national unity will be make. Ambassador, this implementation by this report.
So I obviously do not have a crystal ball, or at least I didn't consult it this morning before coming in.
They say no, they looking gone. Crystal ball, when you consult, not looking gone. Yeah.
What I would say is that the U.S. government takes what the Sierra Leonean parties tell us at their word until it is shown otherwise.
Yeah. The government, that the Congress, believe waiting government say, pass we misbehave now. Then believe wetin government say. Pass, we misbehave.
So we have been told by both the government and the APC that they intend to fully implement this report. Until I see that they're not doing that, I will be more than happy to believe that they will do so, and I will.
He say APC and government don't say, then they implement the report. Now that's him believe. Pass if in see, they not do am. But for now, him believe say then go do am.
Continue to work with them to encourage them to do so, provide them the technical support to do so.
Him go work with them for let them do am. Him go provide the support for make them do am.
If at some point we see that the implementation is not happening, then we'll be having a very different conversation.
Now like mama and pikin. If at a point then she say no they happen, then the conversation they go get a different one. We no want that conversation dey.
But the way that the MCC is structured, we have to have congressional approval for the signature. Congress has signaled they want to see implementation.
In case you forget back, they are telling back.
Congress has signaled they want to see implementation.
No, wait, begin the other side.
But the way that the MCC is structured, we have to have congressional approval for the signature.
Congressional approval for the signature. Congressional approval for the signature. No Costa man. Yeah? Get understanding.
Congress has signaled they want to see implementation. Congress did not say they needed to see every recommendation implemented or this percentage or that percentage. What Congress is going to look at is to ensure when it's asked to approve the signature that there is progress being made.
Simple. They not say they want to see all 80, they don't do. They not say they want to see 3, 4, 5, no. But when they ask, progress should have been made. Then for them make progress. Is that too much to ask of?
And sufficient progress so that they can have confidence.
Before that one, for be put number. Sufficient progress. Talking back, ba.
Sufficient progress.
What's in a sufficient progress? Sufficient number out of 80. Right. Sufficient progress.
They can have confidence that the key issues that evolved in 2023 are not going to repeat themselves.
Simple. All this can waiting up in 2023, that tabulation process will not be transparent. Not going to repeat itself.
We're very concerned, frankly, about making a 6-year commitment to Sierra Leone, having an election coming up in 2028, which would be about midway through that 6-year commitment.
Then self-concern. Because the implementation of this 480 million by the energy sector, election get for coincide. So then self-concern about that.
And then having a repeat of 2023 and having to say, well, this country's no longer on a democratic trajectory. We have to pause.
You hear what he say? He say waiting up in 2023, then waiting then go talk say. Listen and back.
And then having a repeat of 2023 and having to say, well, this country's no longer on a democratic trajectory. We have to pause.
Why? So you know now why them be pause? Listen and back, bo. Not to me. To me talk. Not going to say at Skipule.
And then having a repeat of 2023 and having to say, well, this country's no longer on a democratic trajectory. We have to pause everything.
Interpret how you interpret them. we move.
That's a waste of everyone's time and resources. So we want to make sure that when we begin, we're very confident. Obviously, we can't predict everything, but we're very confident that the country will continue on a solid democratic trajectory, which is what the law requires for MCC to implement.
Yeah. So you think sitting for the cost this man? Uncle Lunt, continue.
Before the approval of the MCC, there is the gas plant projects by
Yes.
the US. Many Sierra Leoneans are misunderstanding the two as we speak, taking into account the bidding process for the former, the gas plants project. Many are thinking it's the dues of the MCC that is currently dripping on the gas plants project.
So
how will you delink the two?
Yeah, so they're two completely separate things, two completely different U.S. government agencies that are involved, different sets of U.S. government funds. They do not overlap. The 480 is spent by the Millennium Challenge Corporation on the distribution and transportation network of energy per the compact. The 410 million is from the U.S. Development Finance Corporation, and that is going to the private sector that is developing the gas project. So that is not a government project. That's entirely private sector driven. What the Development Finance Corporation has done is essentially serve as the bank to the private sector to finance and to provide investment insurance guarantees for that project. So it's different money, different purpose, different entity that's receiving the money, but it will have also a tremendous impact on the generation of power here in Sierra Leone, which, as we all know, is a very serious problem right now.
And they ordered that too. That gas project different from MCC money. The gas project, that one in a private company. A private, totally different. 480 in a government side. You don't understand? You see that day when it's done, it go help we pan light business because we seriously need them. You remember waiting the vice president be say? Well, if you don't forget, here I am.
Well, the next stage, one, now after the board don't approve, say the American government they give 480 million. But you know, say just people like Naya, the Congress, anytime where American government they spend money, that the responsibility of Congress for approve that expenditure. So now the next stage, the American Congress go approve. What the American Congress go approve?
So where Uncle Julie talker, when I not talk, where the ambassador talk, now una say you want put up on politics. Why una not be tell Koto Julie? Now the same thing self explains so. Continue.
We will sign the compact. That means we will go sign the partnership agreement between MCC and the government of Sierra Leone. We will sign them likely in August if all goes well. Immediately after that, we will dissolve what you will get under my office, now the office of the vice president.
Hold on first. You don't get time, August. You waiting the ambassador say. We dey see, but on all two. This year August, let go no more.
We will dissolve the Sierra Leone Compact Development Unit. We will establish an accountability entity where they oversee the implementation of the compact for the next 5 years. And as of now, the American government back, the MCC, they don't approve. When they approve the compact, they also approve, say, me, Dr. Mohamed Jule Jallo, Vice President, I mean, the chairman of the board for the implementation of the compact.
They approve and say, are you? So come back.
When they approve the compact, they also approve, say, me, Dr. Mohamed Jule Jallo, Vice President, I mean, the chairman of the board for the implementation of the compact. Right now, already, part of the compact money will be known the getter or don't the user.
Now this part here, now be the ask the ambassador just now. I wish them be ask the ambassador if he be on there. So this way they talk say then they sign, they not sign it. Uncle Jules say, Koto, talk and back ba.
Dr. Mohamed Jule Jallo, Vice President, I mean, the chairman of the board for the implementation of the compact. Right now, already, part of the compact money will be non the get out on the user.
How is that possible, Seth? Now, in back tell you say, Congress not sign it. Now, in tell you say back, part of the money, it will be done the user. Now, we got tire. When I be trust, well, we don't do this self before. Now for the one they will not be there. Eh? Most this people don't forget to. If all goes well, 90 the vice presidency. Koto, continue.
About less Leone, they know say part of that money they be non they can because the CDU, the Sierra Leone Compact Development Unit, been don't get money where na a total of nearly $11 to $15 million we been allowed for do procurement, meaning that right now they look for office outside the compact go there.
This will be done and la fale talk ya. Una been there, una area no more.
In addition to that, the people that we get consulted there, when Sierra Leoneans they will be done the work on the compact. Now through that money they will be pay them, and also when they travel, when the compact team they travel America. So the money they may not get an advance money where we've been done already begin spend. End of this, at the end of the implementation, 5-year implementation of the MCC compact, we go see say the country go don't get reliable transmission and distribution line. Like give one example. Why make you can get them sudden blackout? They light the OT, they can, they light the OT, they can. Now because the transmission and distribution line they're small, because they're old, they're outdated, so they modernize them. So that thing, no matter whose kind lights they supply in that line, the lights not go hot. That's the one thing. Now it make even if we get enough lights na Freetown, we not able to send them light then district then like Cambia, na Kabala, na Koinadugu, or na Kailau, simply because line not there for carrying good. So the MCC they allow it for build transmission line, more than one, and distribution line. So if we generate electricity, we able to transmit that across the country. Essentially, I will tell you say already project the USAID government they spend all this money. I will tell you now. On transmission backbone project, that is, USAID will just for build a new transmission line. Government just for spend the program. Government just for spend about $226 million per annum. You understand it? Distribution and access project. Then in a $128 million. You understand? Then power sector reform project now $50 million. Then the program administration and for control, it will be $72 million. The monitoring and evaluation of all what we just do will take $70 million. So if you add all of this, it will give you $480,669 million.
No, listen that part there. That part where I'd say no listener. Because we add all now 546. So no listener my big.
Dollars where government get for spend. This then a project that we already don't identify. So the government not just for determine new project. Now what you don't say will they do? How would they do? How much would they spend? Now then they would don't send to the board. Now then the board don't approve.
And the word that. Yeah? MCC, TRIPARTITE, whatever. I hope so you don't get unclear. Even the VP Tokam at the start of what I play for you, say the Congress now they approve. So don't get it twisted, don't get misunderstanding. That's how the VP they say then we don't get money part of the compact. Maybe not so you feel. But that compact money I don't think say don't begin kai. Eh? Okay.